out at the track, the turf, for the first time in what seems like forever. It's been a few weeks since I've been out here. I'm trying to get this heel, shoulder, everything back to good. Everything's feeling all right now. We'll see how the heel feels. We're not gonna, this is a max velo day, but we're not going, since we haven't done anything in a while for like max velo. We're just gonna go 10-10 flies. So it's a 10-yard build up, ease into it, see how everything's feeling. We're just doing it on the turf today. Did some barefoot stuff, warmed up, felt all right. So we're gonna see how it feels, and then head back home after that and get the lift in. So a few 10-yard flies and go from there. So hopefully it's all good. All right, so we're back from the track, from the turf, with our sprints. I wouldn't say they were full bore. I was just kind of getting into it again. Only 10-yard flies with a 10-yard build, so 20 yards total. But just trying to test out the heel, see how it felt. You feel not so much on the sprints, but more on the decel. Just that where you actually put more force into the heel, because sprinting you're more on your foot anyway. But feel a little stretch, but it felt all right. And kind of give it this weekend. Just some little bit more recovery, not banging around so much. That's why with the jumps, we're gonna stick with those single leg. We're gonna go single leg hurdle hops to a box jump and mini hurdle. So just bounce over that, and so to keep that impact less. And hopefully next week we'll be ready to ramp up as baseball season will be done. We'll be able to start ramping back into getting faster the rest of this summer into the fall, as we still got decent weather to get outside on the track. That's the plan, is to get back to full health first, and then get that speed back up, because I've been feeling slow just this summer, just banged up the last month or so. Everything's just not going the way you want, but again, that's part of the journey. You deal with it, you get through it, and then you build back. So that's the goal there, is getting back into that after the season here, after the state tournament this weekend. So we'll finish that up and then move on to the off season, and a lot of training, hopefully a lot of fun with that. So, but with the rest of it today, we're gonna hit those mini hurdle jumps to a box jump, and to take the impact out of that landing again, because that's where most of the issues have been. But we still want to get a little bit of jump stimulus in. So we'll do those. We'll do our deadlifts, focus more on the speed, the power on those. I hit the vector lunges with the spine. I don't know, woke up, my neck was really stiff too. I don't know, woke up like halfway through the night, and in PE, everything was fine. Then this morning woke up, and then neck is stiff. So I don't know, something dumb, the stupid things like that. You wake up and your neck's just, or something sore from sleeping weird. But we'll get that ready. So the spine, the vector lunges 8 around the clock, and the spine, as you're doing those, we'll do some single leg or rear foot elevated split squats and some calf raise isos to again hopefully help that heel there. And then we're gonna hit, same with David Gray stuff as well at the end. So that's the plan. So let's get to work. Let's see how these jumps are feeling today. So just got 225 on it again. And just try and pull it faster this week. Then we'll mix in the vector lunges with the spinal movements with the PVC. Another use for a safety squat bar, if you have one, use it as a more comfortable way to put your back foot up on a rear foot elevated split squat. So just adjust the J-peg, the J-cups on the rack, put it in. I'd go, if I have the Elite FTS one, there's all different ones, but I put the handles forward so they're kind of planted into the ground so it's not swinging. Otherwise, if you put it backwards, I found it moves a little bit. So I just have those forward and just make sure your leg splits, your back leg splits them so you're not hitting the pads on the way down. Just, I mean, if you have it, it's just a simple way to use it, more comfortable than just putting your foot on a flat surface, because you can put the right where your ankle in the pad so it's rounded. Obviously your foot is rounded, it's not straight, so that can bother some people who have it flat. So just a simple way, if you have access to, or you could get a regular barbell, get a pool noodle, slice part of the pool noodle, wrap the pool noodle around there, and have that curved little cushion around your foot. So again, just some simple ways to help your rear foot elevated split squat. All right, we're finishing up. We're just gonna hit some David Gray little exercises for these are from his foot and ankle Achilles program. I bought it. I did it last year when I had bad Achilles tendonitis, tendinopathy, and helped immensely. Just strengthen the feet, strengthen the toes, ankle, all the stuff around there. Stuff you neglect a lot when you're training. I mean, you can do a lot of it helps, just the regular stuff, but actually focusing on the calf, the Achilles, the foot ankle complex. It helps a lot. So, but yeah, go buy his program if you want. He's got other ones too. I think he's got shoulder and knee ones as well. So good stuff. Always learn from the best. But and buying their stuff too, supporting them because it helps. So this one is just a kind of a glute bridge calf raise. So it's not more on the glutes. So I'm trying to keep my hips low. They're gonna be off the ground, but I'm trying to raise my calves. So really pushing through the forefoot. And I'm not trying to launch up like normal glute bridge. I want to keep the hips, the butt closer to the ground and just really push up on those toes and the calf. More challenging than a regular glute bridge, hip thrust, whatever you're doing there, just because you are on your toes. A lot of times I think like people take it too much and do too much, like on the toes, like some of the hockey coaches I've seen work with it, they have everything on their toes. That just makes, like you're trying to do a squat on your toes or a split squat on your toes. That just makes the weight you can do less. So you're just taking a lot of the purpose out of it. Yes, do some of this stuff, but don't do everything on your toes. That's just dumb. So just do calf raises. I mean, a lot of times that will help. Do something like this. Just little things like that can help. But you don't have to do split squats on your toes with your heel raised or all this heel elevated stuff. Can some of it help? Yes. But when we go too far overboard and make every movement on our toes, that's pointless. It's just, you're just not getting this good enough strength stimulus. You're just not able to do as much weight. So, and the next one we're gonna do is just squatted calf raises. So we're gonna be down in a deep squat, kind of forward, and it's just up on the toes. We're just going to pump out a couple sets of 50 of these. You're just using the pole for balance. All the lifting's coming through your feet. And that's what we have today. So solid day. Again, sprints were nothing. I wasn't trying to go full bore, just trying to ease back into some sprints as we get back into some more back velocity. Hopefully we're into that hitting that next week. We're gonna start planning out the next phase of training. This kind of phase is just kind of a finish the baseball season phase. And we'll hit our off season running. Hopefully everything's good and great for next week. Nothing gets aggravated or pops up this weekend. Staying in a hotel probably tomorrow night, which is never a good thing because hotels suck. Hotel beds are terrible. Hotel pillows are the worst. But yeah, it's just one night. Hopefully we win both games tomorrow, so we have to stay. And make the sacrifice of staying in a hotel for one night. We can do that in order to win a state championship. So again, solid day. Everything's starting to feel better. I think we're moving in the right direction. Again, everything's not always going to be straightforward. You hit those ups, you hit those downs. That's the journey. You just keep going, keep plugging away, keep doing the work, and eventually you'll see the rewards. If you're putting in effort, putting in intent, you're following a solid program, you're eating well, you're sleeping well, you're managing your stress, you're building those healthy habits outside of training, you're going to be good. That's how we become everlasting. That's how we be athletic for life.